So speaking of Nicki, was that your first celebrity client?
No, Left Eye was my very first.
Left Eye?
I don't
I
know
caught
you.
myself trying to treat a nigga to get his hair cut a couple of weeks ago, and that nigga told me $65. And he was
Yeah.
bald headed. For example, $1,000 for an install is insane to me. All that buying a new wig every other week is insane and a waste of money.
And that's what it is.
Are you bi? Or you... We want to know, because I know all the ladies that's watching this, y'all looking at Terrance like, Terrance look good.
A girlfriend.
couple.
Yeah, it could be a couple that I can mess. We all together.
So you could be in a committed relationship with them too.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, y'all heard it here first, mother.
I think,
Y'all, they said that, what is it called? Retrograde, Mercury, retro, some shit. Bitch, that shit is over. Cause y'all know I'm country, bitch. I don't know what the name of the shit is, but baby, you get the picture. And then over here it's a judge-free zone.
isn't he married or something?
Ain't they all? Yeah, I need a man.
I don't know. You know what the crazy thing is?
He too pretty for me.
When they're
Oh.
no, I don't know.
Right, he
When
like he
they
grew up about
young-
3 years right now.
So he's straight. Does anybody know that?
Do it matter? Because baby, once that door closed and you come in this house, baby, you here because you want to be here. We can figure out the rest.
They don't got no pictures of him from the back. Do you know Chrissy personally, or you just?
I could never know someone that looked like that. So before I go in, and Jack, I hope you got the beeps ready. Can we play that video one more time? Because y'all know trans women right now are most hated. They done scooted black women to the side. Now it's us. So imagine being a black woman of trans experience.
Honey, I've told y'all several times before. It ain't a lot of girls that can stand next to her. When she walks in the room, say honey. When she's right in front of you, say honey. Won't you bow to the queen? Say honey. When she walks up to the scene, say honey. Oh yeah, go off, mother. Say honey. Oh yeah, say honey. Oh yeah, yes, honey. Say honey. Yeah. Say honey. Respect a queen when you see one.
What's going on? What's going on, you guys? It's your girl, Cherry the Boom. We are here with another amazing episode of Cherry on Top podcast. What a mother freaking week. You guys, the book is finally available on Amazon. Baby, when I tell you this project, I am so glad that it has come to an end. This has been a year and a half worth of writing, editing, publishing, website making. It's just my last book. It's just my first and my last one. I tell you guys, this book has pulled so much out of me, but I am just more than grateful that I've been able to just share my story. I've been able to just say certain things over the years that made me the boom, and to be able to put it in a book. Everything about my life is not in there, but a lot of things that make me who I am from childhood up into current day is in the book. Oh my God. So you guys make sure the link is in all my bios on all my social media. Make sure you click the link and get your copy of Black Butterfly Rising, okay? So today, before we get in all the she-shackles, I have a very special guest. Y'all are gonna gag when I bring this man to the mother freaking table. All right? But before we get to the special guest, how y'all week going? It's Monday. What y'all doing? Happy Monday. Did y'all hear my Monday motivation this morning? You better have. You better like, comment, and share. Okay. Y'all, they said that, what is it called? Retrograde, Mercury, retro, some shit. Bitch, that shit is over. Thank the Lord, because every time we have Mercury retrograde, I be under the blues. Y'all know I'm country, bitch. I don't know what the name of the shit is, but baby, you get the picture. Mercury retrograde, every time it comes. You know how a lot of people are like, I don't believe in all of that. It's a real thing. I don't know what's going on with the time change and the weather change and the president change and all of that weird shit. But baby, I'm so glad that it's over. As you can tell, my energy is through the roof. Last week, bitch, I was about to cry. And I don't even know why. It was just so much going on. But tonight episode is going to be about the hair industry. Tonight is going to be about the ins and the outs, the client's perspective, the hairstylist perspective, texture, colorism, and little Mexican boys who don't like trans women. Okay, yeah, tonight's gonna be real slippery and real slopey. But before we get into all the drama, I always have to open up my Mondays with motivation. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know I personally deal with anxiety, and I hope this is able to help you. And today's motivation comes with trusting God in the middle of anxiety. Anxiety has a way of getting loud, filling your mind with what ifs and worst case scenarios that feel impossible to escape. But God invites you to bring all of it to Him, not just the polished prayers, but the messy, anxious thoughts as well. You do not have to carry it alone. When you place your worries in His hands, you are not pretending everything is fine. You are choosing to trust that He is bigger than what you feel. His peace does not always remove the situation right away, but it settles your heart in the middle of it and reminds you that you are held, seen, and never forgotten. Bible verse of the day is cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Amen. Y'all, you know we love a little motivation, y'all. I love getting the people up because we all human. I don't care how many followers you have, how many children you have, if you're married, if your career is where you want it to be. We're all human. We all go through. We all experience ups and downs. And just because I'm Cherry the Boom, or you may be who you are, you may have this job, or you may have this income, life be lifing for all of us. And I do want to take a minute to just say rest in peace to all of the people and families who have lost loved ones due to this chaos going on in the world, due to Trump, all the bombing, all of the war going on. I just want to take a moment of silence for those people out there that are losing loved ones, family members that are not making it back home, that are part of the military. Thank you and amen. Okay, now you guys, before we get into all of the tea, this young man that I brought on the show tonight, Lord, I thank you. Now, we go back a little bit. Y'all know I don't just bring anybody on here. You know, it's so many bitches that be hitting me up. Cherry, I don't come on my podcast. I don't want you on my podcast. I sit here by myself and talk to this camera by myself before I bring you weirdos, you clout chasers, you negative hoes, you nosy bitches. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So tonight, this person, Mr. Terrence Davidson, is someone that I met years ago, okay? I met him in the beginning of my transition. And the reason why it was so important for me to have him on here, not only are we talking about black hair this episode, but he was someone that was always kind to me. He met me before there was a Cherry the Boom. He met me when I was just Cherry. And I can honestly say that he was just so kind. He was respectful. He didn't want nothing from me. He didn't look down on me. And at this time, I was sleeping on somebody's couch who happened to live in his building. But he saw me. He loved me. He interacted with me. He didn't do the weird shit that people from the community do. And from the bottom of my heart, these are the type of people that I'm grateful to know. And I have to bring him on the podcast. But before we bring Terrance on the podcast, I got to give y'all some accolades about this young man. Now, baby, when I tell you he is a 4-time Bronner Brothers champion, okay? This man done won this shit over and over. I don't even know if anybody else ever won, truth be told, because every time I did watch it, he was the winner. Okay, he's been on all TV. I don't even really want to read his accolades. Bitch, he's been on all the TV shows, right? He's been on Hair Champion Star Episode 3 in the Netflix series, We Are Champions. He has this retreat where he collects all hairstylists and he motivates them. He educates them. He teaches them techniques. I don't do hair, but I've seen it on social media. You know what I'm saying? He's helped over 100 hairstylists take their careers to another level. Not only is he motivational, he's not only an entrepreneur, but bitch, he has worked with some of the biggest names you've ever heard, from collaborations with Netflix, Bronner Brothers, Collective Renaissance Action, Redken, which he called me and allowed me to be a part of. Shout out, y'all remember when I was Superwoman? Shout out to Terrance. He's done hair summits and he's worked with celebrities like Patti LaBelle, Lil' Kim, Remy Ma, Jennifer Hudson, Nicki Minaj, Da Brat, Nene Leakes, Lil Mo, Trina, Tamia, Flo Milli, Chameleon, BB Judy, Tyler Perry Studios, like, and the list goes on and on and on. And Cherry the Boom. Yeah. But you guys, I want you guys to give a warm round of applause for Terrance when we come back. I gotta go get him. Terrance, where you at? We'll be right back.
She's an old school girl, full of pearls. She's seen it all, been around the world. She's had to fall, even crawl, but she got it back together. Now she's queen of the world.
Yes! Y'all, look who I done found. The one, the only, Mr. Terrence Davidson. What's going on, Terrance?
I'm so happy to be. I'm proud of you. Let me just start off with that.
Thank you.
So, and it's crazy how your introduction, you was introducing me, but at the same time, I remember you from when you was, I literally was thinking about everything in the same building.
Yes.
The Waterford, because I don't live there no more. So
Okay, shout out to the Waterford.
It was some times at the Waterford.
Yes, it was. How have you been?
I've been good. Just multitasking. And I guess with everything that's going on now, everything is slowing up from the industry. Like, it is what it is, but I think the next level for me is creative direction. So you was part of one of my shows. So that's pretty much the direction I'm going in now. And those checks are getting bigger. So I'm trying to work in that direction to see if I can knock down a couple of those goals.
And speaking of, as things change over time, not to put your age out there, but you have rode the wave of so many eras of hair.
I'm 55. I don't give a damn.
55. Baby, ain't that some fine 55? Okay.
I was talking to my barber. I was like, he was like, you know you get a senior citizen discount. Where? That nigga said, at the thrift store on Tuesday.
Okay, so Terrance, I want to ask you some questions. So, when I was introduced to him, you know, he's still doing his thing, but he was like working with Nicki Minaj at the time. You know, I felt scared to speak to him, but he was one of those celebrity hairstylists that was kind. Motherfuckers that only have 3 clients want to be rude and bougie nowadays. Bitch, this nigga is working with people in the industry, several, not just 1 or 2 or 3, but the whole industry. And he was just so kind. And I do want to tell you on my podcast that I appreciate you more than you'll ever know.
You was one of my models, yeah.
And your personality, your kindness is why God has blessed you the way he has.
So, to me, and people always wonder why I'm still in it or why am I still in it for this long? It's because of that. Being kind, and I've learned that from Jennifer Hudson, to be honest with you. She taught me to always, well, not even taught. It's just a conversation that we had. And she said what's going to keep longevity in the game is to stay humble and to never burn bridges, because you never know when that person's going to call you back again. So you always should be. I'm humble and nice to everybody. So you really just fucked me over when we done.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't play no games. I just cut you off. I don't talk about you. I just keep moving. And I just try to surround myself with better ways and better things in life. That's just the
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, I like Capricorns. Y'all, we like Capricorns over here.
We like to get it.
But let's get right into it. I have a couple of questions for you. Atlanta is known as a beauty capital. What makes Atlanta hairstylists stand out compared to other cities?
Okay, so I can easily answer that is because I thought I was the shit when I moved from Atlanta to New York to pursue my career in the celebrity hairstyling. Atlanta is different because they're creative down here. There's, you can go up, and I'm gonna just make it more simple. Like up north, the girls may have just a simple doobie or a wrap or whatever, but in Atlanta, you're gonna have the asymmetricals and I'm always from the 90s all the way to now that I know that the hairstyles was always dramatic and everything in Atlanta compared to up north. So you're gonna always know where somebody's from when it comes to their hair. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Do you feel like Atlanta set the standards for things like lace fronts, installs, and the laid hair culture?
I don't think I don't think they set the standards in Atlanta. I think they made it harder in Atlanta. Everybody want to motherfucking pluck. Everybody want to do this. They want to bleach the knots. I'm like, God damn, we used to just put the wigs on. I'm from the era of, I done Trina. Like, it's just crazy to me because Trina wore wigs for a good, those 7 years I was working with her from The Glamorous Life. If you look at the cover, the album cover for Glamorous Life and the long blonde hair, that was a lace wig. I was doing that way back then when she was doing, shit, Trina was doing all. What's that song she did with Lil Webby? That was my favorite.
Oh, that is one of my favorite songs. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, the bad chick. That wig right there to me, her wigs.
Trina's the baddest.
Been doing them on Remy years ago. It's just that I think that they made it a little technical now. And I spoke to one of my hairstylist friends that I love in New York. Was it Q? I don't know if you know Q Hardy. I love them all up there. Ursula, Q, Yusef, everybody. But
Yusef,
the difference,
shout out to Yusef.
I love Yusef.
Yeah.
Love my brother Yusef. The thing about the hair up north, it's a difference between up north and down south when it comes to the hair game. And a lot of them up there, like Q was telling me, he's like, he know that one of the girls from Atlanta, one of the influencers TV reality show people were coming to get their hair done at an event. And she said something about the plucking or whatever. He was like, I don't do all of that. I said, it's just a southern thing to me. I mean, people do it up north, of course, but it's really down south. Yeah. And they take it serious. Shit, Remy take it serious. When I be doing Remy wigs, I'll be like, girl, you gonna pluck your
And you know what I really think it is as a client? I think that because hair has evolved so much and the fact that, especially for Black women, like protective styles is a big thing. But the fact that they have been able to take protective styles and make wigs protective styles and make it look real or to an extent of looking real, baby, we need we need it together, okay?
I think that was one of the key things to it when working with Nicki, and she was doing was it Diane Sawyer, some sit down interview, and she asked her in the interview, she was like, it just looks like it's growing out of your scalp. And I was like, I was so proud of myself back then, but hell, they changed the shit by now. But I mean, it's so different now with these wigs. They literally do look like they're growing out the scalp. I can't keep up with everybody. I'm just going to do what I'm used to doing.
So speaking of Nicki, was that your first celebrity client?
No. Left Eye was my very first.
Left Eye?
I did Left Eye for the cover of Honey Magazine.
Oh, I had. Wow.
If you Google the cover of Honey Magazine, Left Eye, that's the only cover. Like,
let me give you something to think about. Rest in peace, Left Eye. So speaking of Nicki, I want to ask you this. Can you share the what ultimately led to this decision with you stop working with her? Was it influenced by her rebranding at the time, or did it come down to creative or professional differences?
We had a difference I don't think I really ever really talked about it because I really don't. But I mean, it was just something that stemmed from an email, just back and forth about something, we was talking about or whatever, back and forth. But it wasn't nothing. It just turned into an argument. That was it. It wasn't even really, really bad. But I think that, like I said, and I've said it before in interviews, that when some artists I know them because some of them are my friends. When they are going through things, or if they have issues or problems or whatever, sometimes we don't know that because we're just, the hairstylist and we do know, but we don't know. But, we usually get the slack for what's going on,
right? And
somebody else, and I'm used to that because as a hairstylist, any hairstylist could tell you, we try to just hold her, but I don't think it was nothing really, really, really bad. I know I recall what it was. I mean, it was just like I said, it was a simple, small thing that I think I was just tired. I think that I was 3 years in.
That's all I was gonna ask you next.
It was holiday time. It was literally January, Christmas holiday time. And I was tired. I don't know if I was just, and I've prayed to my pastor a couple of times. I was just like, if this isn't for me, let me know. And I asked God, will you, make sure I'm be good, if I decide to walk away from something I felt, it was a great thing for me, my family, just taking care of my family and what I had to do, because it was a good job too. Well, all of them are good jobs. I wouldn't say that. But it was just something that was expressing my art and what, explain who Terrence Davidson is. But again, like starting over wasn't a problem. It's just that sometimes we have to walk away from things that we are either tired of or just not, comfortable with anymore. And you just try to walk away the best way you can without any problems. That's just how I look at it.
Right. Okay. What factors contributed to the decision to pursue legal actions involving her? Like, was it, because you know how you hear, you can't talk about that? Did you? Can you say whether you did sue her?
I mean, it's all across that we had a lawsuit, but I can't talk about the lawsuit
Okay.
because
Okay.
we signed.
Okay. Say no more. And these questions were from a fan who, when they knew that you were coming on the show, they was like, "I love him and I love her." I will always wanted to know because I guess, like you said, you never spoke on. No one ever really spoke on it.
And I honestly feel like just stuff like that, when it happens, that people should understand both sides, not just one, because people will take sides.
They will.
Wore me out. That internet, they wore me out. But I was just like, but I think I may have been the first to start the process because I've seen many do it after me. And it's like they wasn't getting treated the way I was. Like they was dogging me out. But I mean, I was only doing what I felt was right for me. That was it. And that done over with.
So outside of that situation where we won't talk about, how was your experience with her?
I'm always thankful for every experience, being on the road, traveling, getting to see things that I get. The problem is, as hairstylists, I'm sure, when we go to these places, I've been to Dubai on my birthday. I just didn't get to celebrate. I've been to Dubai on my birthday. I've been Tokyo, Japan. I've been Australia. I've been everywhere. I just don't. I looked at it as work. I didn't look at it as. I would go to my hotel room.
That's how y'all know he real grand. That was just work. Dubai. We ain't went to a Dubai, Japan, and all these places for work.
Yeah, but when you see it all, you pray about it. You thank God for it, and
Absolutely.
you keep them. And not only just with Nicki, there's a Patti LaBelle that took me everywhere. There's Remy that took me everywhere. There's Trina that took me everywhere. There's Little Mo that took me everywhere. Jennifer Hudson. Like I went overseas doing The Voice with Jennifer. So I've been everywhere with these artists, but I never get to enjoy those moments because we're working. And I mean,
I never even thought about it like that.
Check into your hotel. You starting to prep them wigs. I've watched Kellen, Tokyo. I love all of them.
Yeah.
Tokyo, Cliff, Kellen,
Yeah.
Alonzo. I love all of them. I think that they bring so much to the table. Tay, arrogant Tay too. I think they all bring stuff to the table that I don't think I'm better than any of them. I think that we can always work together, or we can always make things, or because I'm sure I can learn from them and they can learn from me.
Absolutely.
So I'm never too big to learn from nobody, and they can't be from me because I know I do a lot of stuff. I was talking to somebody today. She was like, "Yeah, you do all the crazy hair." I do all hair. Yeah. But people just know me from being creative.
Creative, right?
And that's your lane. Yeah, I'm not even mad at it.
Yeah, and not to say nothing else can't be your lane, but when I had called you one time for Halloween, I wanted some Babs hair. Like when you think of creative hair, big hair, like hair that you can't go to the average motherfucker and get, you think of Terrance. And I've actually had the honor and the privilege to actually be in his house watching him make some of these creations. And it's hair. I was even in the Redken hair show with him that he had me do.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, Wonder Woman. But just to see the whole process in building hair, you have to see for a person who don't do hair, you have to see it with your eyes to know that is possible.
Yeah. I got the behind the scenes. I can't because I'm trying to do my documentary. No, I'm doing my documentary. And I've seen some of the behind the scenes with you on it when we was rehearsing. And you had your glasses on and your I got it. It's on there, just so you know.
Okay, but before we leave, can we get a couple of pictures of some of the great work?
Ooh,
this
Grammys.
is beyond hair.
That was work. Art. It was in the middle of the night before the Grammys, painting leopard print on the hair before the next. There was a lot of work. Them VMAs. It was a lot. No, not that one.
Yeah, he got deleted. Yeah.
That's I don't know why I always refer to this picture when people always ask me, like, what's an iconic picture? I think that was just iconic from the leopard print clothes, from the clothes to the hair, everything that she had.
And you've never seen that again, and you will never see that again.
Only time I seen it again was people was trying to duplicate it to
for Halloween.
Yeah, for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's exactly when I seen it.
Okay. From your perspective, is the stereotype exaggerated or rooted in real issues in this industry?
Wait, what you mean?
So, for example, when it comes to we'll just say, for example, the hairstylist and the client, do you feel like social media has helped or hurt the interaction with hairstylists and clients?
That's like saying, has salon suites hurt too? To me, I just feel like it can help you as far as marketing and promo because it's free. but it also can mess you up because a lot of people don't know how to market or promote their brands or their business because there's not a professional way of doing it. So I can look at it and say, oh, I would never go there. Or, you know what I'm saying? So I think it can hurt and help you at the same time. I think you just got to know how to use it and make it work for you like you did. Because you really, really did. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
You might have started out talking crazy, cussing people out, but look where it took you to cherry on top.
God is good.
It was a reason. Everything has a reason.
Absolutely. Let's talk about this. Clients complain about deposits, strict policies, and no refund rules. What's the stylist side of the story?
So,
because I come from an era where, can I come get my hair done? Yeah, pull up at this time or this day, Nowadays, it's a lot of, oh, I don't know when I'm available, but you got to make a deposit to even making like that type of energy from the hairstylist. And this is coming from a client because I guess I'm just old school and showing my age, but I don't get into the deposit thing.
So I'm old school too, but I only do deposits on people who order wigs or as far as them setting up services to come get their hair done, I don't do deposits. I'm old school too.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're going to show up. But if you don't show up, then I won't put you back down again anyway. And I barely do people hair. I don't even do like a regular client. I might do a few a month, 2 or 3 people a month, and that's that. If you can get on my list to do it, I'm fine with doing people. I just don't let a lot of people like you, don't let a lot of people in your energy in here. I don't do the same thing either when it comes to doing hair. I just focus on other stuff, but I like to just do a few people a month, not really a lot of people. So,
and that's so crazy because like now that I'm actually having this conversation with you and I'm thinking about it, like you have a clientele, but your clientele doesn't exist of individual people. Your clientele exists of businesses, brands,
and
like
that's called growth.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that this is how far I was supposed to be going, and I'm sure it's going to go further. I literally was thinking today about one of the businesses, one of the ventures that's coming up and how big it's going to be. And I'm like, damn, I said, I didn't think that this was going to be next for me besides doing hair. It's always something after hair. It's always something next for everybody. Like I said, it's going to be, you go have your own show somewhere else. That's how you look at it. I'm telling you.
Amen.
I'm telling you.
Amen. I receive it. And speaking of shows, remember Remy had put, shout out to Remy. Bitch, I love me some Remy.
Sister.
Okay, remember she had this, she was finna do something with a podcast or something. And I was like, Terrance, tell her I want to.
No, she do got it. Her Remy Network.
Is it up? Like, is she doing something? Like, what's she?
It's just, it's running.
Remy, bitch, if you don't come get me in my podcast and come call me.
So now I'm going to have to call you while she right there.
Like, girl,
I'm going to show her this interview. Just
okay, we got girls out here working hard. We put in the work. We got the network going on. Shout out to Status Network. We got a lot of shit going, baby. Come fuck with a girl.
She's going to come around. I love Rem. She's one of my best friends for sure. She's not just a client to me. She's more so of a best friend and a sister to me.
Yeah.
You know? And she knows she hates I'm just be nice to everybody because she's like, you just be too nice to people. You just let everybody just. I'd be like, no, girl, I just don't, But I love Rem. Like, she's the person, she'll flip backwards for you.
Yeah, I can believe it.
She will flip backwards.
And what I've always liked about her was that she was too mixy. You ain't never seen her fucking with nobody. But you also saw she ain't let nobody fuck with her either. I
was because she's real 100 with you. If she do or don't fuck with you, she's going to let you know she do or don't fuck with you.
I love that. I love that.
You ain't going to hear from nobody else. You're going to hear from her.
So until today, you know how we hear black people always talking about hair texture and the word nappy, and today I didn't even know it was a thing called texturism. You ever heard of that?
Texturism, just different textures of hair though.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you see a difference in how looser curls versus kinkier textures are treated in salons?
That's because everybody don't know how to work with kinkier hair. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great to straighten the kinky hair. Some people may not want to change their texture, and if they don't want, because people will put a perm. When I say straighten, I mean with a flat iron, not no relaxer or perm. Now, some people will make that mistake and put a relaxer. That's why people got to educate themselves on hair, because those textures. Some people don't want to lose their texture.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a perm in there and you let it sit too long, that person may lose their texture in their hair, and they'd be mad at you about that.
Have you ever worked with someone who had more of a kinkier pattern and you kind of got like a little frustrated?
When I first started doing hair, I didn't know how to work with the kinkier hair. Until I learned, with kinkier hair, I would use a paddle brush and some good old soft conditioner and keeping the hair soft, because paddle brush and blow dry.
Okay.
Paddle brush. And if they don't want to change their texture, you can still use the paddle brush and just keep the certain type of conditioner or whatever product you're using in the hair to keep their curl pattern. Some people like curly hair is not bad, but kinky kinky hair.
Because I know for me personally, a lot of y'all will always see me with a wig on because up under here, I'm looking like Harriet Tubman. And that's because, like, I have a decent grade of hair, but I'm very tender-headed. And I have a lot of hair. And on top of that, I do know a lot of people don't know how to work with hair. And then when you have a lot of hair, they be trying to overcharge you.
Because they don't know what they're doing. I just feel like if you're going to, especially if you wear wigs, it's not, what's so hard about the washing? Shampooing, let me change that. Shampooing, blow dry, and braiding your hair down and keeping your scalp oiled and clean.
Right.
Because that's all you got to do up under a wig. That's
okay.
all.
So, have you ever witnessed or had a unlearned bias towards certain types? Like, have you just
me doing their hair?
Yeah.
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay. Because I saw a video the other day on IG. It was like all the iconic black actresses who. You saw that?
Where they were saying that there was never black.
Yes, they were just saying how they were like pulling patches out of their hair because they didn't know how to treat hair, do hair.
And I wonder when did they start it, because I got pulled into Top Model the second season when Eva and that's how I met Takara and Eva. They my friends. I met them by moving. When I moved to New York, I literally had to me and Trina was walking through the Flat Hotel and Trina had the long blonde hair back in the day. We was going to Trina's room. We ran into Tyra and the girls. They were shooting the second season of Top Model. And she said, she saw Trina's hair and she was like, oh my God, we need somebody to do the black girl's hair on the show. Basically is what she said. It is what she said. She was talking about some Ampro gel and everything. As a matter of fact, I remember that. And she was like, can we get him? And I met her hairstylist. Her hairstylist got my information. And they pulled me on the show to do the black girl's hair on the show. And I did Takara and Eva's hair for the shoot. For when they did the makeovers on, but they didn't film me. They didn't even show me. I was kind of upset, but I was young, so it didn't.
Yeah. And with time changing, with you being the icon you are with the hair industry and how there's the new kids outside doing hair, like the people you name, like Alonzo and Tay and
Cliff.
Yeah, all of them. Why haven't you guys come together and did something? I could definitely see that. And I know you was working with I did see you and Alonzo doing like the creative for his photo shoots and all of that.
I've worked with them. It may have been behind the scenes, or I still, we speak when the hair. Most of the times when I talk to a lot of them are hair show times.
Right.
So right now the Beauty Awards is getting ready again. The Beauty Icon Awards is coming back around for October, and Hair Battle is coming around. They just may not know that right now, but that stuff is coming around for October, and everybody's gonna be coming aboard for that. So I think that's when I see everybody, and I work with them, or like with Cliff and all them. We always see each other at hair shows. I really don't see them any other time unless we online on social media. And
no shade, shout outs to, I personally want to do a shout out to all the LGBT hairstylists and makeup artists in the community, because a lot of y'all really are the reason why a lot of the girls look the way that they do today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are the reason why there are such things as looks and moments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that hairstylists and makeup artists and people who bring the actual doll together get enough praise. But even though you guys do your ones and twos, I will say recently the prices are ridiculous.
Barbers too.
Yeah, because before I transitioned, bitch, haircuts was $25. I called myself trying to treat a nigga to get his haircut a couple of weeks ago, and that nigga told me $65. And he was bald headed.
My barber that was around the corner, they ain't my barber. I went in the barber shop. He told me $65 to get a shape up. Not even get a whole haircut. I got a shape up. I used to pay $10 for that. I mean, but people probably gonna say, well, hairstylists do the same thing. I think that some of them are overcharging. I'm not gonna lie, and they don't do the full work of it all anyway. But I know once some of the consumers get a hold of the vendors or whatever, they just start doing it themselves. I mean, it happens. And people, I'd rather be more affordable to people that's going to keep coming and be loyal to me, that can also help me get to where I need to go too. So I'm not going to try to break somebody that could take me a little further than I got to go.
And that's what's happening. A lot of people, and don't get me wrong, now there's a lot of people out there that do great work and you are worth your price. But when it comes to for example, $1,000 for an install is insane to me.
Shit.
$1,000 for you, and I say that because, for example, you said
for the hair. Like
No. For the install.
who? Okay, never mind.
Right, I'm not gonna say no names,
Never
but
mind.
but I know people who are, because I personally looked into certain people, and those prices are above that. I just said 1,000 because I feel like over 350 for me. I have to go to somebody else, and I think 350 is a bit much. People are charging 350 to put glue on your forehead, to pluck and like you said earlier, people are now trying to do it themselves. But for those girls out there like me who want the experience of being touched and getting my hair professionally done, it is ridiculous.
Sometimes, and I'm gonna speak on for stylists as well too, is that a lot of them, because of the education they get, a lot of them feel like they pay for their education, and not everyone who putting on although some of them really specialize in that. That's what they went to school for. As far as the what is the name of those clinics where the people go get their hair replacements? I want to say the name of it, but a lot of people go to school to do that, and they
Like you
literally
talking about
that's the no, I mean not just with the needles. I'm just saying in general with wigs, like doing the wigs or whatever. The school and the certificates that they receive for that. I can't think of what is the word.
Even if you have a certificate and you are licensed and all of these great things,
but they're like doctors. They went to school for the certain ones, not hairstylists. I'm not talking about.
I'm talking about hairstylists. I'm talking about these hoes we looking up on IG, and they need a $200 deposit, and then you got to buy $800 wig, and then it's another $500, $600 to install it. That is ridiculous. And I've even had a hairstylist tell me, "Oh, after I put your wig on once, I don't reuse wigs." And baby, if y'all know a bitch like me, baby, I got wigs from 5 years ago that I wear recently.
We were cleaning her closet out. I literally combed out 200, like at least 200 wigs, and a lot of them were duplicates and worn one time. I was like, Rem, look at all these. This was just last week.
Yeah.
I said, look at all these wigs you got. You don't. She was like, I don't know why I keep buying new wigs. People keep telling me I need to get a new one.
Yes. And let me tell y'all a secret. I don't know how the hairstylist might feel about this, but I'm going to tell all my girlies that don't just get your hair done on your birthday. That don't just get your hair done on special occasions. But to my girls that like to keep themselves up for them every day, every week, go buy you one good wig one time. You will have that one wig for years. All you have to do is change the frontal or change the closure. And all that buying a new wig every other week is insane and a waste of money.
And don't think the hair is going to tangle up and get you some silicone conditioner. That's all you need. Once your wig, it can be matted up and everything. Once you wet it, put that conditioner on there, take that brush, you start brushing it through, it's going to go right through it and the hair going to look brand new again.
Yeah.
Brand new
baby, because she is working on 2 months. And they like, sure, when you go change your hair, baby, when I feel like it, I don't pass that phase. I just don't see.
I feel like people are just getting over. Some people getting over.
They
some
are.
People, I'm telling you, after counting all them damn wigs I said Rem had, I was like, girl, you don't even need to buy no more wigs. We could literally redo some of these wigs.
Yeah.
Like, it's no way in hell I would tell her to buy any more wigs. And I was like, it's just you probably wore these one time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bitch, you could throw a couple of them this way, bitch.
But
I do want to say to y'all hairstylists out there that have, I think it's a difference between having a customer and a client.
Yeah.
For those of you who have clients, I am a client. Stop mistreating us. Bitch, I had a whole situation with my hairstylist. I ain't even gonna really do them dirty, but it's getting to the point where like, it's like, bitch, you playing with me. Like I have been through, y'all done see me on social media. I went through the wire with hairstylists and it kind of hurt my feelings, honestly.
I seen the one. I only seen one. I ain't remember. I'm not gonna say the name.
Yeah.
But I seen the one. I was like, Lord, what the heck?
They be really out here playing and then y'all too high to be taking deposits and charging the prices that y'all charging and then not communicating and then canceling. It's just so much. So I just want to tell all makeup artists, all hairstylists out there, if you have someone that loves your work, that admires your work, that wants to be a client of yours, just show us a little respect and love, baby.
Yeah, I love my clients. I love to work with my clients, and I might tell them something lower. Like my last client before, I was telling her something lower. She told me a way higher price, and I'm like, I'm gonna take it then. But I don't try to break people because they still around. Like that one client.
He over here lying because baby, I had called him about that.
No,
I had called him about that Babs up. Do y'all remember on Babs?
And I told you how much it was. I tried.
I mean, and this was years ago.
Now,
so I probably had the coin now, but baby,
yeah,
that nigga had something $800. My bitch,
and Halloween, that was low. That was
and that was my discount.
I be telling people, y'all don't know what it takes. Do you know how many days it? See, hairstylist. That's the shit I be talking about.
Baby. I like that.
Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that we take time in what we do, and I don't think people take that. It's not one day that I'm doing something like that. That one particular piece would take me 2 weeks to make. I got to make the straps that go across. I got to do a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Spray them for 2 days. Flip them up and down. It takes more than 5 days.
And it
for
is
me.
art, like you said.
Yeah, and you
it
gotta
is art.
glue it together. You gotta sit there. If you literally look at some of my behind the scenes of me making stuff, I literally hot glue, burning my fingers, putting the stones on the hair. It's work.
Yeah.
And 800 was good. You were my baby. I love you. You know damn well.
And now that I'm
you know
thinking
how
of it
much
like
I
that.
charge? I told a lady, somebody just called me for a Bridgerton hairstyle. I told her the lowest I would do her for $1,700. I don't know what happened after that, but I'm just saying. I told her that's the lowest because they don't know what the hell it takes to do that shit. That's
baby, after he had told me that price, baby, you should have saw me in that kitchen trying to glue and put that.
But you should have.
It didn't work.
You know, I love you.
No,
And still,
I love you too.
I literally just think that everybody shouldn't charge that, but the people that really, put their work into, their passion into their work.
Yeah.
If they can understand what it takes for us to do this, and it kind of, I have people that still call me from years ago. Somebody just called me yesterday to do her music video, and I'm like, damn, people really still call you because I don't try to break you. I try to work with you because I want it to work for both of us.
Right.
So I really never, when somebody calls me for something, I always try to make it work. And I know that this girl, I did an interview with the Cut Life. She was like, you got to charge people your work. We didn't even have this conversation. She just knows there's so much stuff that I do that I should charge way more for. And I'm just like, I get it. But then our people always say, nah, I ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
Go there and do it themselves.
You guys, I have had a blast sitting here with the iconic Terrence Davidson and just having this conversation. But you guys, we do have to move along because we can sit here and talk all day because we know each other in real life. We can sit here and talk all day. But you guys, we got to keep the podcast going. We will be right back with Pop or Pass That Cherry. Yeah. We'll be right back, you guys.
Respect a queen when you see one.
Hello, everyone. We are back. So, Terrence, this part of the episode is called Pop or Pass That Cherry. And we're going to play a little game, a little naughty game. If you see someone on the screen and you're interested, you let us know if you will pop or pass on those cherries. Okay? So, y'all, who we got? I'm going to show you how it's done.
Is that go?
Oh, y'all heard that? Zion Williamson.
See, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who it is. Now, Terrence, you a pop or pass on that?
What's the pop mean?
The pop means that you will have you a piece.
And will.
Okay, and will, and I mean, yeah. Okay, so Terrence go
nice
pop
and
that.
Skin.
Yeah, Terrence, we gonna have to share that because I'm gonna have to pop on some of that too, baby. I don't know what's going on, but I like mine a medium ugly. All right, and I love me some chocolate.
You'll say, Cherry, do not mess with them. First thing you know, you see Cherry leaving with them in the cock.
So now he being messy. So now I'm finna break it down.
No!
I'm finna break it down. So y'all, now we finna wear it out. So bitch, mind you, Terrence had hired me. He had flew me out to Florida, and we had did a show, right? We had did the wrecking show. Now, y'all know Terrence, he might look like the tray, but he liked the piece of the tray too. So, he had...
I'm going to enjoy life, fuck, whatever.
He had some muscle guys, some very attractive models. And I think this one particular model, I think he was trying to save it for him. But baby, I had came on the scene, and when the gay men are trying to get the tray, they be a little nice, they be passing you, hanging out as bros. But baby, the trans had came on the set, and I was like, brother, I need a piece of this.
You tell Cherry do not do something, just start saying do it, because then she won't do it. If you tell her don't do it, she gonna go do it. That's the whole point. Just say that.
I think it was something along the lines.
Ain't nobody seen Cherry to the next goddamn day. We didn't even see Cherry.
Don't do that.
We didn't even see Cherry.
I'm
texting Cherry, girl, where you want me to send you your Uber to the airport?
Don't do that. Oh, child. So I think when he saw, he was like, because some of the girls, no shade, some of the girls are very aggressive when it comes to boys. Some of the girls are out of pocket.
True.
Some of the girls make the, straight men uncomfortable. I've never been that type of set, but when I came on the set, he was just kind of like, I was wondering why he told me to stay away from the dude, but he was like, he's straight, da-da-da-da. I was like, okay. The fuck?
I should have said don't.
But before you knew it, I think the guy, he was just like, he was flirting, he was showing interest, and before you knew it, we was in the bed.
I mean, you beautiful. Oh.
And I wasn't hiding because I told you. I think I even sent you a picture.
No, what happened was I saw the airport picture where you was on the way. I was supposed to be sending you a ride to the airport. You told me, bitch, I'm already on my way to the airport. You sent me a picture and his leg, your leg is over his lap.
Did he come back to Atlanta with me?
Where did he go?
If he was in that car with me going to the airport, he had to be coming back to the city. Did he come back home with me?
Why we both saying that?
Well, needless to say, we like the same type. So that boy that was just up there, that little chocolate piece, so you like chocolate?
No, it's more than that. I'm attracted to what's attractive.
Okay, so before we go to the next person, what's your type?
I don't know.
Don't be on here trying to be modest. Give us the scoop. Terrance, what's your type?
I don't know. It's just, I don't think I know until I meet them, and then I'll be like, if they're going to be the one. I really don't have a, yes, I do.
Because I'm like, I've never seen you. One, I don't think I've ever seen you in a relationship.
Well, then that's my type. The type that you don't see.
So do you like DL men?
But I just like, but they don't really be deal. I just don't like, I think I've been in a situation where I've been in relationships. I think this is probably why I'm not so attracted to just regular gay guys. They got to be in and out of something because I've been cheated on. Cheated on.
You've been cheated on?
What? Everybody. I feel like when I got stood up for not Thanksgiving, for fucking Valentine's Day, I never believed in Valentine's Day after that. I just didn't. I literally felt like I was in New York, met at the restaurant. This dude, I was young, I was like 29 years old, and took him a gift to the restaurant, but he never came because he was with the other person. And I found out. But some things take love away from you. And then I got into a relationship with a Gemini. I don't like Geminis. I can't be in a relationship with a Gemini.
So, okay.
As far as a, loving relationship, because Remy's a Gemini. That's my best friend. Like, I love Geminis as far as that.
So with me knowing that you do prefer more of a masculine guy, with me knowing that you have children, are you...
That's what it is.
Are you bi? Or you... We want to know, because I know all the ladies that's watching this, y'all looking at Terrance like, Terrance look good.
I got a married couple that always call me, and that's just what they both like. And I just be like, but it's 4 a.m. You want me to get out of my bed? I like stuff like that, though.
Do you do it?
Me personally, because I have a son, but he's 35 years old, and it's not
That's your only child?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not 35. That nigga 31. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got 2 grandkids. It's just that ever since he was young and me coming out at the age that I was coming out, my son was coming around when I was dating guys at the time. He turned 1 when I told his mother that I wanted. It's so weird. I was just telling her that I'm gay, and she was like, I don't think that you're gay. I think you're confused. She always told me that she said she thinks that I'm gonna be a pastor, but that was so big. She said that I just feel like you're gonna be ministering. I have a Legion of Glam. I minister to stylists, but I don't minister from church-wise,
right.
but I mentor people.
Yeah.
So I think she saw that in me, but just didn't see the right direction of it. But she said that to me, but I've always been, literally after I told her that, I went right into another relationship with another girl. But it wasn't that if that falls into place with me, I think that would be the best for me. A girlfriend.
A couple.
Yeah, it could be a couple that we all together.
So you could be in a committed relationship with them too?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, y'all heard it here first, motherfuckers.
I think that's a good, you don't.
Now I have had the straight couples, the female and the male, but mine was for a little compensation. I'm not sharing my man. There will be no 3 of us. The crazy
part is they be wanting to pay me. I think it's the wife. I think she really likes me.
Yeah.
Because we did it one time.
But the gag is a lot of men are attracted to that.
Well, the guy always reaches out to me, but the wife, I think she's beautiful. I think everything about it. It's just that I don't know. It's gotta be the right hit for me because we gotta all feel comfortable outside in public
This is
together.
true.
I've seen it before with this one guy had 2 girlfriends and they was together with him back in the day, but I was like, never looked at it where the girl has 2 guys.
Oh, that
So,
sound hot. I need me 2 niggas.
I think
Hello.
it's dope. I think it's fun.
So, when's the last time y'all hooked up? When was the last time y'all hooked up?
A moment of silence, please.
Okay. Well, now that we know what type of carrying on you be carrying on, we'll go
you
back to
supposed live
popping
your
and
life
passing
to
them
the fullest,
cherries.
girl.
Huh?
You gotta live your life to the fullest.
Absolutely. No, I'm definitely down for it. And I think that's very important for people to, one, not only know who they are, but you have to be open to experiences to know what you like.
And I even be on chat lines. It's not that I don't meet the people on there. That's the crazy part. My son, I literally was at my son's house and somebody was on the chat line and told my son, talking about your dad was on the chat line. My son said, my dad don't give a fuck.
Okay.
They know it because it was a gay chat line. I guess they thought they was telling him something that he already, know. So he was like, my dad don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about no shit like that. It's just a chat line. If I meet you, I don't meet people off of that, but I'm just open to seeing shit. Some people are going to be so mad that they leave this world not wanting to do what they wanted to do or just fulfill a little fantasy out. I got fetishes.
Let me find. We're going to have Terrance back, baby. This is getting hot and steamy, honey. Okay, let me find out. I learned more about hair tonight. Y'all, who is the next person we have? Oh, P. Davidson.
What?
I'll pass.
I'm definitely passing. I know you.
Wait, see, down that picture. See, it's always that second picture that get me because I don't mind a little swirl, and I kind of like a little something that look a little sweet from time to time. That second picture with that blonde hair, I would go on a date with that.
I was scared to close my eyes around that.
Oh, Pete Davidson. Well,
that's scary. Them kind of people, you don't never know. They might eat
I'm
you
a
while
pop.
you sleep.
You said eat you while you sleep.
Kill you. Dahmer. Jeffrey. All in one.
So you passing on that?
Definitely.
Okay. Y'all, who else we got? Andrew Tate. I'm going to be a whore tonight because I'm going to have a piece of that too. Andrew.
Who is
you
that?
can come tape and tap this cat, honey.
I ain't get to that part, but he too light. I don't think I could do nothing with that.
No, it is. I am so glad you said that. Because a lot of people, me and someone was having a conversation earlier today, and I'm going to just say this really quickly. But people really feel like preference is a thing, and I'm going to just leave it at that. We're going to talk about that a whole nother day. But preference is a thing, and I want y'all out there to know that there are people out there that prefer light skin, and there are people out there that prefer dark skin, and that does not make them a colorist. It's called preference, my love.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, I've dated both, but I don't see it in him.
Yeah, well, I see it.
Can we get some more options?
And I'm going to set on it. Y'all, who else we got? I wanna sex you till you fall fast asleep.
I don't think so.
Baby Blue.
It's not for me. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the situations where you say for a big guy, you're not bad looking.
You can't say that.
Yeah, you can. Because no shade, that's not my preference.
Wait, didn't he just say something about that too? About somebody saying that he was too big?
No, these pictures must be old. Because baby, I've been seeing some videos of a concert they're doing recently, and he is swole. He is given 8 months pregnant.
Yeah,
he's
that
big.
Won't work for me because
I
already be trying to keep my stomach down my damn self.
Yeah, I'm not. He's a little too big for me. And sorry, baby Blue, big back Blue, whatever your name is. Shout out to Pretty Ricky.
I didn't even know who that was until
yeah, I'm a pass. So we're passing, y'all. Who else we got?
The donkey of the day.
Charlemagne the God. I ain't gonna lie. I'll fuck him. Like, straight up. But what I don't like is that I just don't. We ain't even gonna go there. Yeah, I'll definitely have some of those
dark
shit.
skinned, he not my type. I just
really?
Yeah, he just not. Just looking at, he not my type.
I think I like him because he reminds me of a masculine butch queen. No shade. He give me a butch queen. Like, he give me a butch queen I could marry. Like, he should be comfortable in his skin. He should have a trans woman as his girlfriend. Okay, because I definitely believe that he dibbles and dabbles. And he, he says he doesn't. And over here, it's a judge-free zone.
Isn't he married or something?
Ain't they all? what that certificate meant?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Charlamagne, we love you over here.
She do.
I do. And, he's really doing his thing in the podcast world, so, bitch, you need to really come sign a bitch, for real. And let's do something. But I'll give you a little... the fuck? Okay, you go like it. French that? Montana. I didn't know that was up under them clothes. French, why he just gave me like a nigga that lost a lot of weight and just had fuff up under there. I didn't know he had no body. You still not my type.
I ain't answering on that one either.
You ain't gonna answer on that one.
I ain't my type either.
So you a pass.
Yeah.
French. He's honestly, I would say he's just one of, because I don't really care for light-skinned guys due to certain stipulations. Because he got coin, yes, but just off attraction, no. Yeah, we're going to have to pass on you, French.
Quickly.
Y'all, who else we got on this popper?
What? There go that, I'm telling you.
But I don't know how good your eyes are, but it says Mark Cuban / billionaire. Okay, because after I saw billionaire, I don't need the looks. I know a coin when I see one.
I wouldn't go do it.
For a billionaire, you would still say no.
Yeah, it ain't I would never be turned on. I would never be turned on. I want to be happy. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't be happy with a billionaire? The fuck? What is you talking about?
I mean, because I'm around them all the time, working wise. A few of them, not all the time, but a few of them, and I'm looking at that's what they be giving.
So you feel like for a billionaire, that was showing interest in you, you would pass on it just because you're not attracted.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I just, it's like going to work not wanting to be there.
That's every job. The fuck? You guys, who else we got? Oh.
We said it at the same
But
time.
the first for me was he looked a little too young for me.
Okay.
I done had some of the little 22-year-old, 24, but baby, I need you to be I need some weight. I need a man.
I don't know. You know what the crazy thing is?
He's too pretty for me.
When they're...
Oh.
No, I don't know.
I mean, he grew up about 3 years right now.
When they young... I don't know. I'm fine with that.
What's his name? Oh, I would, whatever your name is, baby. Actor Keith Powers,
what
baby.
Does he play on?
I got the power.
Yeah,
you can get some of this boom sauce too, ho. With your little cute ass. But yes, I'm popping. What you popping or passing?
Oh, I'm popping.
Oh, well, you heard it here. Y'all, who else we got on this? NLE Chopper.
You like that?
When it comes to NLE, he look like a lot of my little pieces. He just got a different type of coin.
That's Atlanta boys, all them tattoos.
Yeah, all them big ass chains, little dreads, little double tape line, a little 6-pack tattoos. I'm a fuck. I ain't gonna hold you, NLE Chopper. And you know what really makes me attracted to him? I like that, unlike a lot of black straight men, especially of that age range, he's a little bit more supportive of the community. He's a little bit more fluid with talking about his comfortability and supporting and being hired at the functions. And
I think those are the best ones anyway to be around. Anyway, when they're comfortable in their own skin and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And for me, I'm more attracted to a guy who's comfortable himself versus how good he look.
Let me see what I'm attracted to.
Yeah, because I can't, to the DL niggas out there, y'all know I don't like you, bitch. If you ain't got no coin, you can't stop over here. Baby, I do not like the DLs. Bitch, y'all are so $19.99. Y'all, who else we got on this? Yes, I don't even want to know his name.
It say Ulysses?
Ulysses.
But the crazy part is, I was never into muscular dudes.
Oh my God, that's art. My God, today.
So think
Ulysses.
about it. Now, I ain't even gonna ask you what you'll do with it. I just feel
Ask
like
me.
they're too stiff. They can't really move.
I don't need you to move for me to climb you. I am getting on all type of that chocolate, baby. Ulysses, you are fine, and we can do whatever you want to do.
He probably... Well, never mind.
You got too many. Never mind. He probably was.
Wait, who? So he's straight? Did anybody know that?
Do it matter? Because, baby, once that door closed and you come in this house, baby, you here because you want to be here. We can figure out the rest.
They don't got no pictures of him from the back.
Oh, Ulysses, whatever your name is.
Ulysses Kisses
Call
from
me.
the back.
Okay, you guys, we gotta get up out of here. Terrence gonna have me in here laughing and over here lusting over these fine ass niggas. I fuck everybody.
Doing?
You guys, we will be right back with the next segment.
Damn, that
was one segment. Respect a queen when you see one.
I'm light skinned and I'm better. That's what I said. Every person I've ever dated has been darker than me. That doesn't have to do with anything. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. What I said was light skins do it better. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. That's what they hating on my confidence. Don't you see how mad it makes people in these in these comments? Don't you see how mad it is for a beautiful queen like me to be so confident in what she says that it's eating y'all up? That's crazy. That
with them singles. Dollar bills.
So I'm gonna talk about this first, and I'm gonna let Terrence lead the next topic. I still want your opinion, but the reason why I want to jump on this first is because being a colorist has been something that a lot of people in the media have said about me, and I don't feel like I have to explain anything. I love everybody, and I think everybody is beautiful. Truth be told, I'm a bitch that tans from time to time, so I don't think that it's nothing wrong or anybody is better because or less than because of their skin color. My personal experience has been like a lot of the times when I get a lot of flack or disrespect from a certain type of woman. For me personally, it has been a lot of the times of a lot of dark-skinned women. And I'm not the only woman that's felt that way. But I wanted to talk about this topic because there's a difference between someone talking about their experience and then someone out of their mouth saying, I'm better because I'm light-skinned. That is a colorist. And by the way, I want y'all to also know over here on Cherry on Top podcast, we believe that, baby, there are a lot of ugly light-skinned bitches out there. So to you bitches out there that think that you are better than because you're light-skinned, truth be told, sweetie, that young lady right there, she's not really it for me.
She remember my first thought when I seen that. If anybody knows Eddie Monster, that's what she gave me. You ever seen Eddie the Monsters?
Like, I know what you're talking about from the Widow's Peak.
Yes, I was like,
bitch, you're not beautiful.
Because I was stuck on the Eddie Monster.
You're not. She's not ugly, but for her to be talking like that and to be talking just from a nasty, hateful place that is distasteful. Me and one of my homegirls, blessing with your bald head ass. Me and one of my homegirls, we've been going back and forth like the last 3 days over this topic because.
Well, people could feel how they want to feel, but I think that her expression of it was a little too rough, and then she's counting dollar bills. Talking about, she's better than other people. I think you need. Do I
believe colorism exists? I do believe colorism exists, and I do believe that she is a colorist. For her to say that she is better or light skins do it better, do what better? Count single dollar bills.
I was just telling you, she was counting dollars and saying,
yeah, like what are you doing better? Like you are before that video that went viral, I've always seen her on Facebook. She's a stripper. Like she goes to like little parties.
Well, that's why she was counting dollar bills.
And she collect about $60. Like, bitch, it's not that for you. Nowadays, bitch, this is 2025. Bitch, if you gonna be a stripper, bitch, you need to have some body. Yeah. You are built like a 13-year-old little boy. Like, I don't see no titties, no hips, no ass. Like, bitch, I'm starting to question your gender.
Why would these?
Like, baby girl, I understand, a lot of people might show you a little favoritism because you may be light-skinned, because that may be a lot of people's preference, but because you're someone's preference don't mean you are the doll. Because I know a lot of brown skin or darker complected girls that look way better than you. Bitch, and that's no shade.
That's crazy.
Like, girl, humble yourself. And for the people who have like, oh, Cherry, your colors, you say things. Let me tell you about the things that I've said. Yes, I have called a bitch a dark, ugly bitch. Why? Because she was. Bitch. If she could have been a light skinned bitch, you would have still been an ugly black bitch to me.
You be going off.
But it's the truth. And the reason, and I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. The only reason why I found myself going that deep on certain people, and it's only been on social media, simply because when you do something like that to a trans woman, you know what they do to us? They misgender us. You a man, you ain't you ain't. That's fine. You can feel that way. But don't call me a colorist when you're not calling them transphobic. You know, not to say two rights make a wrong, but bitch, I'm not perfect. And you come for me, I'm gonna get you. All right? Y'all, what's the next topic?
Bitch, you dirty mother. She a dirty motherfucker to me, bitch. I can't stand her ass. I wish I would have got an abortion. I don't give a fuck who say it's harsh. Nah, I wish I would have got an abortion. And if she died today tomorrow, she going to hell. I told her that too. You can't name one thing she did because she ain't. It's fake. And I realized when I said it the first time, I got the hammer, of course. And you think I give a fuck about getting the hammer? Bitch, I'm Tokyo. Anything I say in my mouth, I can back it up. Bam, bam, bam. She getting y'all. This witch is getting y'all. This demon is getting y'all. This demon that I birthed. Oh, I'm breaking it down today. She in trouble.
So they're not mad at each other. She just did the video.
Okay, so before I say anything, first of all, it's always shout out to Black China. Black China is one of the girls that I have always looked up to. You bitches that be like, oh, you want to be us. You were never the girls I looked at and wanted to be like. And Black China was. And I inbox Black China all the time. I'm still trying to get her on the podcast. China, I know you be watching the podcast, girl. We're waiting on you.
She's a beautiful one.
She is. And one thing I like about China is she's real.
Yeah.
She's real. And we all know, you know, if you follow Black China or a fan of her like I am, you know that she has admitted to doing some of that dark energy and, you know, worshiping certain energies and finding herself or whatever the case may be. But my problem is not even about who she is and what she did. My thing is, Tokyo, I've never spoke on her because of my respect for Black China. But I'm tired of seeing Black mothers tearing their children down. And I want everybody to know out there, every mother and child relationship is not peaches and cream. All mothers and daughters and mothers and sons relationships are not the relationships we see on TV. And I think parents, y'all need to, if we have to show our mother and thy father a level of respect, parents are not supposed to be out here provoking thy children either.
Yeah. It's so
and what
different.
you're saying about your child, no parent should ever open their mouth and tell their child they should have never had them.
Ooh, that would hurt.
That is crazy.
I don't know if they had a different. I don't know, but every time I see something like that happen with them, maybe a week or two later, you see them together though.
No, I wouldn't say recently we ain't seen them together. I think that Black China, like myself, I think she's wanted that relationship with her mom so much, you know, and I don't think she really has any other siblings. So I feel like she's been fighting for years for this relationship with her mom. And I think Tokyo, being the struggling, unfit mother she's always been, I think she feels entitled to Black China's lifestyle.
Yeah, she go by Angela now.
She do go by Angela, you know, no, but she gonna always be Black China to me, bitch. That's the doll, bitch. I love me some of
she's made some.
But no, but we, and no shade because I do love her in that way. I will call her Angela. And Angela has made changes. And, you know, in life, we all grow and we evolve. Because I am not the woman that you see today when you met me. Right. So as we all evolve, we have to give people room and space to evolve. And I think that the fact that Angela is evolving. And I want y'all to know, parents, mamas can be jealous of their daughters. You know, that's a real thing.
I was trying to figure out what is the issue.
Jealousy.
It's got to be something.
Jealousy.
Like, there's some type of issue that's holding that bond, that's not letting them connect. Something is not letting them connect because it's always That happens.
That happens when I'm sure Black China don't send her money for a Colt 45. I'm sure that happens when Black China don't answer to get her another night at the Red Roof. And I'm just at a point where I'm just sick and tired of seeing it. There's been so many times where I've messaged Angela, and I'm just like, girl, keep your head up. Well, we ain't even really got to go into details about what the fuck going on, bitch. I got a phone just like you got a phone, and that's your mama, so I know you see it. So, girl, and I just want to show some light to, Angela, girl, keep your head up. We love you over here. And Tokyo, I'm not going to really read you because I like your daughter, but stop doing that. That is so tacky, it's tasteless, and it's not becoming of a lady.
Now, what if she start reading you?
No, she ain't my mama. I wear Tokyo out, and I'm only sparing her because I like China. Tokyo would not want to date with this mouth.
Oh, my God.
Baby, this episode wouldn't be able to air the way I would hold on to her. Oh, okay. But Tokyo, we love you too. But leave space open for someone to be able to tell you the truth. And if anyone that cares about our community, we always black this, black that, our community need to do better. We got to stand up for our people. We should also be able to tell our people when you are doing your children wrong.
Yeah.
Period. We ain't got to sugarcoat it for that, bitch. Fuck wrong with you. Y'all, what's the next topic?
Are a transgender woman. Why do you want to be called a woman? If you want trans lives to matter, why don't you want to be called a transgender woman? Why do you want to be called a woman instead of a transgender woman? Make it make sense for me.
And I like Chrissy. That's the bad part. And I know Chrissy since he was a fan of Nicki back in the day, and he knew me so much. I don't understand the whole transition thing because didn't Chrissy used to wear wigs too, though? You cannot wait. Do you know Chrissy personally, or you just...
I could never know someone that looked like that. So before I go in, and Jack, I hope you got the beeps ready. Can we play that video one more time?
Are a transgender woman. Why do you want to be called a woman? If you want trans lives to matter, why don't you want to be called a transgender woman? Why do you want to be called a woman instead of a transgender woman? Make it make sense for me.
So not only is this transgender woman going to answer the question, but this transgender woman is about to put you in your place. Okay, so the question is, because, the reason why I am going to take flight on this, because I made a comment on that post, on that actual post, and it got over 500 some likes. And of course, they're in the comments wearing me out, misgendering me, but I'm fine. That doesn't move me. But to answer the question, as a trans woman, why do we want to be called a woman instead of a trans woman? First of all, sweetie, we never said we didn't want to be called trans women. But because society is getting to a place where society is learning to love us and respect us and accept us as the women that we identify as, a lot of people who are transphobic are having an issue with that. But you know what my question is for you, faggot? Bitch, why do punks want to be respected as men? And truth be told, society respects trans women more of a man than they do you homosexuals. We get called more men than you do. You will forever be the gay friend, Chrissy. But while you worried about trans topics, you need to worry about your swollen ankles. You should be worried about your cholesterol, your diabetes, and that fat back of yours. Okay? You should be worried about dieting. You should be worried about having to make a mockery of yourself for people to notice you. And you better stop being so nasty before I call Trump to call ICE. Do you have your papers together? Are you a legal immigrant?
I'm not laughing at you, girl.
The fuck? No, my whole thing with people like that is society really thinks that the LGBT is one big kumbaya. They think that all trans women and homosexual men have this type of relationship and bond, and we do not.
Which I don't understand why, though.
We do not. I don't know why. And I'm fine. Truth be told, as a trans woman, I'm fine with heterosexual people misgendering us because it's ignorance. But to see a fat punk with plastic purple on, with pleather on, bitch, with fucking latex on, sends me. For a man who cross-dressed, it'd be a lot of, have y'all noticed most of the transphobia come from motherfuckers who play in wigs? Because a lot of them had the wanting to be a trans woman once upon a time, but because you couldn't get your health under control, you couldn't get on hormone therapy. So you're stuck in that hard, fat, sloppy Mexican body of yours that won't stop growing hair and that can't find a shape.
You couldn't wait to get to this topic.
Because they've been wearing me out and misgendering me all week. And I was like, it's okay. I'm not going to argue with you nobody assholes in the comments. I'm going to go on my podcast, on my platform, and say how I truly feel. So and everybody in the comments like, you can't answer the question. You're reading him, but you can't answer the question. I just answered the question. And I'll answer the question again. Why do trans women, and you know what it was for me? It's the since trans lives matter. Y'all got to catch the wording. His whole interview was since trans lives matter, like a
But
punk.
they're actually two different subjects. Trans lives matter. Trans lives, I mean, it's more so about the survival of it, not
Exactly.
being a actual woman, or it wasn't about that part. It was just about the survival of trans lives.
And it goes back to the whole Lives Matter movement came about
Yeah.
from Black Lives Matter, because Black
Yep.
people have been done so wrong. You know, people had to come up with an organization to support Black lives that are being taken for nonsense and no reasons because they exist.
I love trans. I think it's you all have such a beautiful what is the word? It's art. To me, I feel like you are all art, beautiful art to me. I don't know any other way to say it. I mean, because you put yourselves together. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I hear you, but it as a trans woman, it hurts so much to hear it come from someone of our community when it's only coming from hate, and to say things like, well, since they matter, like it's truth be told, he don't feel like trans lives matter, and a lot of homosexual men believe that and feel that way.
He might just be talking to be talking. I honestly don't think that he meant that in that way. I think that he was just talking to be talking without the right definition.
Those fat, nasty, faggot ass punks be saying that motherfucking shit because they know it gets likes, and they know the world. We're living in a day where the world, Trump basically got in office because he promised all that transphobic shit. No other reason. And since Trump has been in office, y'all have not heard nothing else about that homophobic shit. Now we in war. He used you simple-minded ass motherfuckers to rile up the internet because y'all know trans women right now are most hated. They done scooted Black women to the side. Now it's us. So imagine being a Black woman of trans experience and to hear a Mexican homosexual sit there and just, well, since trans lives matter, well, if y'all want y'all lives to matter, then why do y'all want to be called women and not women? Why does a punk care? Allow women to have women's business. That should not even be a topic of yours. Let's talk about why homosexual men can't stay in motherfucking relationships because y'all all sluts. Let's talk about how the rule in the gay community is no fats, no femmes, bitch, and you're both. Bitch. So let's talk about why you can't lose weight and you stay on diet, weight loss plans. So before you decide to come for a community that's done nothing to you, because the trans girls don't see you, burrito boy. The trans community don't see you. They don't bother you. They don't discuss you, because the only way people look at people like that is when you are doing things and saying things that bring hate into this world. And I think it is uncalled for. And when you allow a trans woman like myself to see that unnecessary hate, I will address it. I am not afraid of you. And I think a lot of you gay men out there that have that mindset, that look at trans women like you're better than and they're less than, you need to go get some help, because I need you to know society looks at both of us as unacceptable. You are no better. And just because you kept your mustache and your beard does not make them not talk about you behind your back, sweetheart. And that's what I have to say about that.
She doesn't like Christy.
I don't like, and it's so crazy. Like, he's not even nobody I would ever follow or look at. I've seen him over the years on social media, cloud chasing, doing what you do. If that's your content, that's your content. But when you are getting too comfortable, I don't know if this is your way of making your comeback, because I ain't seen the bitch in years. Bitch, you probably been in the hospital. Bitch, who knows?
I haven't seen him in a while either.
Because you look unhealthy. So who knows what you've been going through? And so now that you're coming back to the media, and the first thing I hear from you is this. It's unacceptable. And as trans women, we're going through too much for the men of our community to be the number one sitting on the internet bashing us and bringing more hate our way. It's unacceptable, and it's not called for. And I want those type of homosexual men to understand and always remember, no trans woman give a fuck about what you think, sweetie. You are a man who get fucked in your motherfucking ass. And 9 times out of 10, you pay for it. So don't you ever think that you could be judgmental. And that's all I have to say.
That was a lot.
I had a lot to say.
Talk about that's all.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. That's all. I want y'all to do better.
I mean, I get along with everybody.
Yeah.
But
right is right, wrong is wrong. That's unacceptable. And again, when I use that type of language,
apologize? What happened?
I don't need you to apologize. I don't need him to apologize. You know, those girls out there, they'll accept it. But I believe, like Maya Angelou, hold on. I know you go bring the positive out of it. That's why I love you. But on some real shit, people know exactly what they be doing. And it's so crazy that you said something about an apology, because I was going to make a post earlier today and say, fuck apologies.
Ooh.
Because a lot of the times, not to say that apologies don't count, and yes, we are supposed to forgive people, and you can forgive people and not deal with them. But when people are out here doing certain things, there's a very thin line on things that you should allow people to apologize for it.
It's crazy you said that.
Because a lot of times people are out here just doing shit, and they know that, oh, I'll just apologize later and we'll move forward. But you meant exactly what you said.
So then you won't forgive them.
And I already forgive them.
Okay.
Because I know you don't know better. Because if you knew better, you wouldn't be looking the way you look. If you knew better, you wouldn't be looking 5 months motherfucking pregnant and anorexic by the legs.
Ouch.
So I know you don't know no better. Because if you knew better, you would take care of yourself and put down the cheeseburgers.
Girl, you is going to roast him if you don't change the subject.
Oh, so it's not even a matter of apology. No, you said what you meant. You like the attention that it got, and it's so easy for people like that to throw other people under the bus because you know people are laughing at you. And a lot of the times people throw other people under the bus so it can take the attention off of them. And right now, if I have to speak for the trans community, bitch, it won't happen on my time or my watch. I don't like all them hoes either, but I'm going to stand up for what's right. And we're not going to have our community, because I would never attack a gay man for no reason. That's uncalled for. You should not be harassing nobody who has done nothing to you.
In the same community at that, because it's enough issues as is.
We have enough going on, sweetheart.
I do believe in that.
We have war going on. People are shooting missiles. Children's schools are being exploded.
That shit is crazy.
And you're worried about, since trans women want to be women, why do y'all want to be? First of all, sweetie, we all know the difference between a female and a trans woman. That's never been the conversation at hand. What the problem is, trans women, we exist. Y'all see us. Y'all are attracted to us. You can't erase us, never have, and never will. And our own are having the audacity to turn their backs on us. Shame on you.
And never have them around your dates.
You talking about them? Ah! Y'all, he at me right now. Okay, that's fine. I'll give you that.
No, they always run to y'all. Y'all, I keep telling you, y'all are so beautiful. I love. They're gonna come straight to you. And you got to remember, these are the guys that are literally just, either they might be just coming out in their mind is still that this is what they want. They want a woman all their life anyway. So I just think they're gonna come at y'all anyway. Regardless.
But yeah, that was
shit. Women come at y'all. My baby star.
Baby, no shade. Y'all be talking about, we gonna move the topic, but y'all be talking about how DL men be, more so recently, I have a lot of biological women trying to get a piece.
I witnessed one. I'm telling you, you remember that? I love both of y'all. I was like, what?
I'm like,
and you was like, I can't.
Like, I be flattered, but I kind of feel like, you know how like straight men, gay men be coming on to straight men, and the gay men be like,
crazy. I still got that.
It do be a little cringy, like, girl, Miss Thing, girl, I can't do nothing for you.
That probably wasn't been a man's fantasy so bad.
The gag is, it is a lot of men's fantasy.
It definitely, I'm telling you.
I got too many story times. But y'all, that was the last topic. But before we get ready to do our last segment, and the people in the comments, they have so many questions for you. I see y'all in the comments talking about how fine he is and all of that. And Terrence is fine, honey. But what you got going on right now?
So a lot of stuff. The Beauty Icon Awards are coming up. Working with different major companies like Vivace. But right now, well, Vivace and Bronner Brothers is the Beauty Awards. Which
can we get the picture?
That's, yes, Sayori. That's the hair company I'm a brand ambassador for. Speaking of trans, look at one in the front. Beautiful.
Go ahead, sister.
You didn't even know when
I didn't.
Beautiful. And I just felt like I should mix. I don't like to have just all women. Some women to get mad because I get them mixed in, but I just think that it's a whole purpose people don't understand. But I just wanted to do.
But why do you think they get mad? Speaking of trans,
I think that you are beautiful. I don't understand what is the problem. Like, what's to be mad about?
But because and I asked you that because with you feeling the way that you feel about trans women, why do you think that the world hates us so much? Because I think it's exactly what you said.
Because y'all beautiful.
Yes.
And I don't think people understand when women are going to get work done, they literally look like y'all.
But when it comes to work, people have this idea that surgery is just a trans thing. That is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
There are more biological women with more surgery than me. The only thing fake on me is my titties, teeth, and ass. The rest of this is me. There are biological women who get surgeries on everything, from the Botox to the fillers and all of that. So when people talk about surgery, there are a lot of women having surgery, but
some things line up off of insecurities.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Insecurities are very, very, especially in women.
Yeah.
The insecurities kick in. It wouldn't even have to be just even against a trans woman, but
Yeah,
I've
about
witnessed them
each
just
other.
with each other badly. And I just be like, why? It's just, it is what it is. I give two shits about another nigga and anybody else that, if they feel like they're better than me, whatever. I don't
Because, you know,
care.
it's so crazy that you say that, because one of the topics where people ask, like, well, we know how a lot of biological women feel towards trans women, but why don't we ever hear this controversy between biological men and trans men? And the reason is because biological men are not threatened by
and I
trans
never thought
men.
about that until you just said that. I never thought about that.
You never hear a straight man online going off and misgendering a trans man. Never have you
never
ever.
thought about that. They be cool with them.
They be trying to fuck them. Let's really talk about it. And I hope y'all know these niggas still be out here fucking them studs too.
That's their fantasy. I'm not mad at that. That's their fantasy. Let them do it. I love it. I love it.
Well, you guys, we are going to wrap this up. This has been a long night, a great night with great conversations and topics and hot shit. But you guys, we will be right back with the last segment of Let's Ask Cherry.
Respect a queen when you see one.
Well, you guys, we are back. We are back with Let's Ask Cherry. And today it'll be Let's Ask Cherry and Terrance. The phones are ringing. Let's see who's calling and what they want to talk about. Boom, you're on the line.
Hey, Cherry.
Hello, love. What's your name and where you calling from?
Tina from Arkansas.
What's up, Tina? Shout out to Arkansas. What's going on, baby girl? How you feeling tonight?
Right.
I'm feeling great. I see you have a guest tonight. Well, first, let's give it into you. You look great. Hair is done.
Thank you.
Girl, you look great. You look wonderful.
Thank you, baby.
I just wanted to ask him, like, being a hairstylist and building up your clientele and a name for yourself, what is one thing that you don't like about the hair industry today?
What is one thing I don't? I think you asked two questions. You said being a hairstylist. What is one thing that I don't like about the hair industry about building up the clientele?
No, I mean in the sense of what don't you like about today's hairstylists? What do you think that they're lacking that people before them had? They don't have it now.
Education. They're not educated on hair enough. I think that they're learning from social media now. They're learning from YouTube. They're not really taking the time to literally be educated on hair and people's natural hair. That's important to me. Up under those wigs, I think everybody's a wig. Everybody want to dip a wig, blah, 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 and all that other stuff. But yeah, they don't take the time to educate. And customer service is important to me, and they don't do that as well.
Yeah. Do you think that the professionalism, for example, like, I have a hard time keeping a hairstylist. It's not because I'm a bad payer. I'm consistent with my money. I'm willing to pay what you think you are worth. I just expect a certain level of customer service. And it seems like, well, I don't know about Atlanta, but I know here in Texas, like, they feel like they're owed something. And if they don't get it, you don't get good service. Like, they're very inconsistent. They don't communicate well. Like, if I have an event, there's no level of professionalism. It's like, well, I don't want your money right now, so it doesn't matter if you're texting me.
Yeah, so the reason why I'm still 30 years in the game is because of professionalism. Is because people still call me because I am professional. And in Texas, I know one of my friends, Texas T, she has her own salon. So professional.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning, you get up, you go to work. You get them people in and out in the salon, and you shampoo their hair. They don't come in there with it already braided or already done. No, it's professionalism. I think that a lot of them are lacking professionalism, and they're lacking their homework on being educated with customer service. Badly. I be seeing fights and stuff on social media. It drives me crazy.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Tina, for calling in, baby. We appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a great show.
Later. All right, you guys. Well, y'all heard Miss Tina on the line. The lines are open, you guys. The number is at the bottom of the comments. Make sure you guys call in. We will take 2 or 3 more. Will excuse the out of me.
That was quick.
Boom, you're on the line.
Hi Terry. Hi Terrance.
Hello, love.
Hi,
how are
you?
I'm well. My name is Erica, and I'm calling from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
I have a call. I have alopecia, and I would like to know what Terrance. I'm sorry. I have alopecia, and I would like to know what is your best recommendation for me. What's not, it's like low tension around my edges. So I'm starting to notice my edges are disappearing.
Mm.
So what is your as far as your advice for me to do, and as far as what type of stylist I should go look into, to try to find to help me with my
As far as what type of style to find, how long is your hair above like that? It'll cover up the spot.
Yeah, it'll cover up. But now I'm just noticing that my edges are just slowly not disappearing, but just getting
Bald.
a little lighter. It's not as thick as it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But I'm trying not to do braiding my edges out. If I do braid my hair, I just don't quite braid all the way to my edges. I'll probably leave that out like baby hair, that type of thing.
How often have you gotten it braided? Because sometimes braiding completes to have too much tension on the hair, pulling the edges in, and then once it get like that, depending on your age, it may run in your family. But I always tell people to go to a doctor as far as for your hairline or something like that. I would make sure if it's hereditary. That's my word for that. With the families, a lot of people have it running in their families, and if that's the case and your hair is way longer over that, then most of the people would get their hairstyles that's going to cover up what they know is not going to either grow back, or the doctor can tell you certain medicine. I don't trust none of that.
Yeah.
The medicines and stuff like that they be telling you. I feel like what's hereditary is hereditary, and that if you know that your hair is not going to grow back, and just get the styles that's going to always cover that. Where it's thin at, and I wouldn't put anything on top of it. No glue, no none of that. I wouldn't put too much tension on the hair either. If you don't mind me asking, I mean, some women get that a lot when they get older as well.
Well, no, I don't really do. If I wear the wigs, I wear not the glueless, like the glueless ones, so they won't. I won't have any glue. And then if I do put anything, I may put a little gel. Or got to be juice, got to be gel, or whatever it is. Put that there to kind of help hold it down a little bit. I may do something like that. But I was thinking about trying to get that kaleidoscope because I was watching on Instagram the young lady say how it helps your hair grow back and stuff like that.
She has a whole system too. You might want to check with her the whole system she got besides just the Miracle Drops. There's other systems that she had. But the Miracle Drop, I'm trying to think the latest one she got. If it's the clearest one, hers is nice.
You would advise me to also go see a doctor about it too?
That would be the first, but I wouldn't get any surgery or how people want to get hair put in or needle. I wouldn't do all of that. I would definitely just go just to get a definite answer on that, because again, it could be hereditary. So, and a lot of women, that's usually what happens, and a lot of clients that I know, it's just from down in their family. Because one of my clients used to have a whole head full of hair. Now she doesn't have it. And that ain't even for me. I literally went to New York and came back 10 years later, and that's when all her hair was gone. It was just something hereditary.
Right. All right, love. Thank you for calling in.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate your advice. I take it to heart.
Get that kaleidoscope. It'll work.
Okay.
Okay.
Later. Well, you guys, we have room for one more caller. All right. And this will be our last call. You guys, we got to get up out of here. It's late and it's almost our bedtime, you guys. And
they call on time.
Okay. Boom, you're on the line.
Hey, it's Shani.
Hello, Shani. What's going on, baby?
Nothing much. I just wanted to give you an update, and I also had a question. I am at the hospital, so whoop whoop to them.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. And I do have a question for your guest. Okay. So, have you ever intentionally given like a celebrity just like a safe look because you knew they couldn't pull off the look like they actually wanted?
When you say a fake look, what do you mean?
Safe look.
Oh, a safe look. Yeah. Because you got to remember that's going to reflect me too. So, yeah. Safe. Safe as possible. I mean, who would I say is safe? Oh, no. Well, that would be... I used to work with Tamia, and she used to say that I was her boring client. She'd be like, I know you don't like doing my hair because I just be wearing regular safe. No, you're a beautiful girl. We don't have to do anything to you. Everybody doesn't have to step out, those lines. Everybody can still be beautiful in their own way, and it's safe. Some people play it safe. It works for everybody. Shit, if you're playing it safe. I'm going to step out the lines. I'm just telling you now. That's me.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of those who play it safe, and they don't have no problem. But, maybe one day you might want to switch it up. You must play it safe.
Okay.
No, Shawnee, he asked you, do you play it safe with your hairstyles?
No. Oh, no, not at all.
No, not at all.
If I want a color, then I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah, she's very pink, purple, green hair.
My type of vibe.
Yeah. Very cotton candy girl.
I like to play it safe ones, but I mean, you can get them in and out.
Okay. Well, sister, I am so glad God is good and you are out of that hospital. Y'all, my sister was in a hospital for about 2 weeks and she just came home yesterday. So, girl, I want you to take care of yourself.
Welcome home.
Love on yourself. Don't ever end back up in that place. And know that over here on Cherry on Top Podcast, we love you.
Love you too, babies. Thank you. Wow.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, you guys, that was the last call of the day. We are wrapping up this episode. Make sure you check out Terrence Projects. What was that show?
The Beauty Icon Awards. Yeah, that's going to be in October.
In Savory.
And Saori.
Saori, I'm sorry. Saori.
The brand ambassador for, I love this picture.
Yeah.
It's just something I came across. That's their colors, but yeah. This hair, it's one donor hair. It's luxury hair. Like, literally, that hair is going to last you for years, not no few months. I'm going to get you some.
Okay, yes. Saori. Over here on Cherry on Top Podcast, I need some hair for me and my homegirl, Dana in the back. Okay, we need us some bongos.
I'm going to get you some. You going to see?
Okay.
I love playing with that.
Okay, we can't wait to try it out because I was just telling someone I wanted some raw hair yesterday.
That hair is the bomb. And I was trying to ask him for different textures, and what he educated me on was that it's one donor hair. So it's from actually one donor, and it's only going to be wavy or straight. Otherwise, those textures
Yeah.
are really what people are making with
Yeah.
rods and all that. He said, but this is one don't have.
Absolutely. And before we leave, I do want to tell you guys, well, shout outs to my top supporters from last week's episode. You guys give a big round of applause for D. Holly, our money vixen, and Brianna. Thank you guys so much. And D. Holly and all of my top 3 gifters or supporters or viewers, however they calculate that. You guys, if you have not already ordered your book, I would definitely send you a book, D. Holly. You are one of my top 3 supporters every week since I've been doing this podcast. So if you have not already ordered your book, it would be an honor for me to send you a signed copy just to show you my appreciation and that I love you. And for the rest of y'all, make sure you click the link in my bio. Black Butterfly Rising is available on all platforms. You can get it on ebook on Kindle. You can get it on a hardback or a paperback. Black Butterfly Rising. It dropped on March 13th, which was my mom's birthday. So shout outs to all the authors out there, all right? And I hope you guys have a safe, blessed week. Today is Monday. It's the beginning of your week. I want you to be the best version of you that you can be. Don't let nobody get in your way and trust God. Love you. Ciao.
Several times before. It ain't a lot of girls that can stand next to her. When she walks in the room, say honey. When she's right in front of you, say honey. Won't you bow to the queen? Say honey. When she walks up to the scene, say honey. Oh yeah. Go off, mother. Say honey. Oh yeah, yeah. Say honey. Respect a queen when you see one.